Alright, we're going to be watching OwenG, who is playing Baptiste on Lijiang Tower. Interesting, because you also say Colosseo. I feel like you must have gotten confused. Anyway, this is on Lijiang Tower. This is in GM4. I don't know if this is PC or console. I tried to pick a match that was the closest where I was playing Bap because that's who I want to improve on. When VOD viewing my own games, I mostly focus on my own deaths or fights lost. I think why did I die here? How could I change that? Or why the fight's lost? Good. It's a really good perspective. I'm just hoping to get another perspective into my gameplay. I've been thinking about using Fiverr to buy a coaching session. I'd like to hear if any of you had experience with that. I have not, but I do coach people. I guess that sort of counts as experience. I would appreciate any advice or thoughts you have when replaying. Thank you for your time. All right, so we'll jump straight into it. You're playing Baptiste here. You are playing kind of an odd comp. It's like sort of brawly. You have a Rhine, you have a Hanzo, you have a Tracer, you have a Mercy. So I would expect to stay with the Rhine here and be just pumping out damage. Like there's not a lot of healing that you need to do besides the Rhine, which is great because your Mercy is going to be pocketing the Hanzo probably. So I would expect that kind of your perspective going into this should be doing a lot of damage. Because this is low/medium GM, I'm expecting near perfect mechanics here overall. Like just really, really strong, like not missing regen bursts, not missing lamps, weaving consistently, and doing a lot of damage. I've already skipped ahead to the end. This is a 2-0 loss, so obviously things go wrong, but we'll see how much you could have done about this. I think you need to swing this corner. I don't think you have a choice but to not swing this corner. Like healing alone, like you're full health right now, you have regen burst, you have lamp, I think you swing the corner. Like staying here and just healing your Rhine is not going to help you win the fight. You going forwards, putting pressure on the Rhine shield, that helps you win the fight. Like you're not low, right? You have all your resources. Like if you didn't have lamp, you didn't have regen burst, I can understand. But at the start, I think you have to swing this right away. Because your Rhine not being aggressive here and taking this high ground is going to cause you to lose the point. Okay, I think you regen burst in reaction to the fire strike. I understand that. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. Good weaving so far. Gotta get vision of your Rhine. Yep, re-weaving Rhine. Unfortunate timing to be reloading, but like you only have 2 shots, like what are you gonna do? It really should be a Mercy saving the Hanzo here, so I don't blame you. You could have thrown Lamp here to save, but I would not have expected that. I would have expected the Mercy to save here. I don't really feel like I blame you for that. I think it's gonna cost you to fight, obviously, but I don't think I blame you for that. So the big, on a meta scale, besides the Hanzo dying, the reason why your team was gonna lose the point is because your team wasn't aggressive coming up main. Would you have changed that? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. But I certainly think that you not pushing up with your Rhine helped that. Those few seconds at the beginning of fights, I don't know if you play tank at all, are absolutely critical to determining who controls the point, right? The team that's able to walk up all the way over here and force the other team to be like, oh, no thanks, and they back out, that's the team. The team at high ground is the one that ultimately captures the point, and then you're fighting at a disadvantage from there. Great, good kill, right? You traded, so now it's even fight. You can definitely win this. Ooh, why did you pop regen burst here? Maybe because you saw your Mercy was almost got hit by Fire Strike, but there's no reason to pop regen burst right now. This is a big waste, really big waste. Because you regen burst and your Rhine pushes aggressively, you win the fight against their Rhine. They can't keep up with that healing. So you lose track of the Rhine here. Your Rhine's going right. So you have to figure out, like, look, am I going to stay this off angle or am I going to go with the Rhine? And if I stay the off angle, I better do work. I better do a lot of work here to justify not going with the Rhine, and I don't think that's probably going to happen. Right, see? Your Rhine's already in right now. You should be going in with your Rhine. Okay, it's actually quite lucky that your Rhine managed to get all these kills out there without you. Rhine's low, pop lamp, understandable. You're spamming jump right now, where what I really think you should be doing is shooting the sim. I think you should be shooting, healing. I know it's tough to do that, but like right now your Rhine's like getting kind of behind in damage, and I feel like the sim should just be walking into you. Alright, you hit the regen burst. I think lamp here is actually reasonable to win this fight. You absolutely have to. I would have lamped right there, or windowed right there, rather. Like, you see, like, why are you inching forward to this Rhine? You know, he's on the ground. Like, you're already well within damage fall off. There's no reason to be going in. Why are you spamming jump right now? Just like, I would just pop window and just shredded the Rhine, shredded the Ana, like whatever. End the fight, right? End the fight as a win. They have a lot of sustain here. See? Now that he's nanoed, oh man, this is getting worse and worse. So, like, this is the support ultimate difference, you know? It's just easier to get value out of Nano than it is to get value out of Window. Like, you gotta know when to pop Window. Nano is a lot easier to use and usually you get value. Mercy because it's a great res on Rhine. Pop it now. See, now you do it. But the problem is, you could have done this 10% ago, you know? And I think that you actually didn't even need Window right now because the fight's over. You know? This is 5-on-2 right now. The fight's over. This is a bad window. That was a really bad window.
Let me show you how it's done.
Alright, so now you gotta farm ulti. Gotta watch out for that. I was gonna say they're Hanzo, but I realized they don't have Hanzo. Yep. We're back to brawl mode. Alright, so quick question, right? Do you know if their Ryan has Shatter? And the short answer is yes. Ryan's get Shatter every 2 fights is a good general rule, but when Ryan mirror, it's really easy to track, does my Ryan have Shatter? If my Ryan has Shatter, probably their Ryan has Shatter too. Your Ryan shattered last fight, which virtually guarantees that their Ryan has Shatter now. So you should already be thinking, how am I going to dodge Shatter? If you think you're going to boots jump over it, all the more power to you. Like, if that's your plan, go ahead. I would never rely on that. I would rather you be playing back here, or black here, right? Or back here, any of these options in order to avoid getting shattered in this situation. Because if you get shattered, it's game over. I think you did a really good job putting the lamp around the corner. Yep. I don't know about this reload. I guess you only have 1 grenade left. I guess you're forced to reload out. Okay, Shatter, you dodge it, great. Yep, just die here. Yeah, actually, I don't know that I'd walk on point right now because you got some time and your Tracer's alive. So I would rely on Tracer to stall first, then me, then Mercy. Should be the order this should go. But you do this, trying to salvage. I mean, it's fine. It's the difference of a few more %, which might make a difference, but not the biggest deal. I want to see you shooting more, right? Heal, you should be shooting right now. You should be shooting right now, right? You're missing these weaves. I feel like you're a little too heal-minded and a little too not enough damage-minded. Like, you're always making sure to get the heals up, but you're not always making sure to get the damage up. But most likely, the damage is actually what's going to make the difference, especially at this level. Like, people just do way too much damage. Reaper's a fool. Ryan charges off the map, but he kills their Ryan. So trade, right? Doable, especially since you're such a strong brawly hero. I would definitely window here if I need to. I'd reload right now. Alright, so the Moira's trying to... don't jump right now. It's just the Moira. Right? You see the Moira out of the corner screen, don't jump. Because she's not going to miss you, but you're going to miss her. Just walk up to her, 3 bursts, she's dead. Like, at GM, low GM, this is a consistent 3 burst kill. There's no way that this Moira should live this long. See, you take so long to cap the point that now they're back on point. Alright, Shatter goes off. I would probably think about windowing there, but you end up having it, which is great. Better read than me. Great, 3 kills. Yeah, tough to, because your Ryan's kind of lost. I would have just walked down the stairs. Yeah, right now, like, you're going to win this fight, right? It's 5-on-1, 5-on-2. I would just walk straight down. This is going to be a big problem. So because you're slow coming out here, your Ryan's going to take too much damage. You should have thrown Lamp, right? Now your Reaper dies, and now that huge advantage that you had, where you could have held them there forever, is unfortunate. That's a really bad wall, or Blizzard. It's going to buy a little bit of time. Your Mercy tries to go for the res, can't get it. Slapped, pinned, dead. Yeah, letting her Ryan there was disastrous. That probably is the difference between winning or losing here. Shouldn't have that Fire Strike. All gets forced, that's bad. They're running a Bastion now. I don't know about this regen burst. Why did you regen burst? Yeah, why did you regen burst? This is silly. It's a big waste of a cooldown. Now you're 14 seconds till the next burst. Ryan's going in. I think this is an okay window, but it's too far. I don't know, you didn't know the Reaper's playing, but I would have put it a lot closer to not avoid anyone walking through it or anything like this probably happening. Ryan makes the right call to come back, which is good. Coalesce going back on, you somehow dodge that. And then you just get rolled here. Yeah, not enough value out of your windows. Definitely a big problem here. Not enough value out of your windows. Because the thing is, like, in GM, like, everyone knows what they're doing, right? Everyone knows what they're doing, so you really have to play perfectly to win. Like, you have to play the game of your life to win. That's just the standard, right? At GM, that's just the standard. You gotta play super, super well. Like, letting people die, being out of position, not getting value out of windows, no good, right? Their Anna's consistently winning fights with Nano. Yeah, don't be afraid to swing that. Like, you know, it kind of is what it is. You gotta swing in order to win this. Their Sin is a problem because they're getting position faster than you. I would have picked... So, right now, I would have reloaded. Actually, not right now, because you're now. I guess I would have reloaded, because the fight's gonna happen in earnest, and you've already used up a lot of your healing. That turret seemed like it was out of range anyway. I don't think you needed this regen burst. Yeah, most definitely did not need this regen burst right now. You're, like, Ryan's totally fine. He doesn't need this right now. You should have saved that. Alright, save for critical. I don't know why you're jumping. Yeah. You gotta be dealing more damage, right? Shoot, shoot, heal, shoot, shoot, heal. See? Like, you're always prioritizing the healing, and you're not prioritizing the shooting nearly enough, right? Again, constantly. Oh, see, like, right now, you're just locking in on healing. You even reloaded right there. Look, you're almost out of healing right now, and you have 36 ammo left. So there are, what, 15 shots? 15 shots of bullets, right? And 13 heals. You're almost like 2 to 1 here. Over 2 to 1 in terms of healing versus shooting. You're just not shooting enough. Gotta shoot more. Alright, now you're doing it. Don't need that fire strike. That's a really bad fire strike. There's no reason to hit that. Use lamp at some point, not even track. So as soon as this happened, lamp should have been out. Just slowing this. So backing this up here. So why do you throw lamp? What is this lamp? Oh, I guess the Mei is like kind of low, but she's also like pretty far back and like has reasonable cover. I don't think we need to do that. I don't think it's for that. But it's this window right here. Once again, like your window's just not getting you enough value. Right? Now they come through. So hypothetically, what would have been a better window? Okay, so from the moment that you get window, you pop it pretty much right away. Like, I understand why you did it, but it ends up not being a very good window. Killing the Ana on the right would have been big, but I think you need to be more selfish with the window. And in particular, as the Rhine came in right here, like, you could have popped the window right now, like here, and then gone after the backline. You see this like really juicy angle and spot, and then you could have kept healing the Rhine while shooting the backline. I think you gotta make sure you're getting picks with window. If you're not getting picks with windows, you're probably going to lose games. Don't do this. This is a very bad idea. Don't eat that fire strike. See, that pops. That tops you. Like, this is just sloppy, right? Don't jump in. Like, why jump in the air? Like, you're gonna get damage fall off anyway. Then you eat this shot, which forces the Mercy to heal you instead of damage boosting anybody. Now you use regen burst. Big disadvantage. If I was the Rhine, I would just hold you at the opposing Rhine. I would just hold you at the bridge. I don't think you guys have enough resources to take it anyway. I guess they have sim turrets. Yeah, see, and now you don't regen burst, right? You're low right now, you're at 110, you're at 89. I'm sure you would regen burst right now if you had it, but that forced regen burst, that like slightly sloppy play of getting hit by the fire strike, changed everything. And you probably didn't even need to use regen burst. Your Mercy probably would have just healed you. That's just sloppy. Like, having regen burst here is big. Right, lamp is down, healing. Regen burst would mean that you won't die here. You get a chance to potentially kill the Reaper. Right? You just strive for another couple seconds and Reaper dies. Or at least you give your Mei a chance to like trade with you. Kill the sim. You're like a little too obsessed with killing the turrets. Yeah, so now you're trying to go for backline, but like you're in an awful position. I think this is tough though, because you kind of got baited in here on the right from following your Rhine, right? Oh no. Yeah, it's hard here because you follow your Rhine in on the right, which is the right call, and then this happens. I think what you have to do, you have to walk forward, right? You can see all the turrets. I can't remember what the max turrets is, but I assume it's like 4. So you can see 2, 3 here, and you just shot 1. So like that's it. This doorway is safe. You got to walk in here. You got to be up to here fighting. Big mistake, I think, because your team desperately needs you right now, and you're not doing anything. Right? Too far away. Fall off damage plus accuracy. Like you're just not able to do enough right now. I think this is already a really bad position, but I think the right call there is just throw lamp at your Rhine and then duel the Ana. That's your win condition, right? Coming to your Ryan is way too late. He has too much healing. His position's too good. Now you're screwed. Yeah, there's nothing you can do to win this fight. Okay, so backing up here, summarizing. Number one is more value at a window, right? More value at a window. Make sure that you can't just see the tank unless the tank itself will die from the window. Like when you pop window, be like, can I get a kill here? If not, maybe it's not the right time to pop window. Hey, can I or my teammates use it to get a kill? Not like, can we get kills if it's up for 10 seconds? Be like, can I get a kill within my first like 2 or 3 shots with the window? If not, probably not a good window. Number one. Number two, your weaving shuts down when you're under pressure. You get too focused on healing and not making sure that you have LOS of the enemy to pump out damage. Baptiste's damage at close range is really good, right? 75 damage per burst, not including headshots. That's a lot of damage, right? You'd rather be doing 150 damage plus 70 healing, for impact on a target than just 70 healing, Get that damage out. Whether or not it's breaking a shield or just draining enemy resources, very, very important. So that's number two. And number three, I would just say sloppy little mistakes. Letting teammates die, getting hit by the fire strike, which prevent you from having regen burst, not getting lamps out in time. You're going to get punished for that in GM, right? The game just goes faster. It's just like a little too fast for you. And your movement's just not quite good enough. Or your reaction speeds, like fire strike and things like that, just not quite good enough. And that's stuff you need to clean up too. Okay, cool. I'm going to pause there. Hopefully that's helpful.